We continue to preview the 2025 college volleyball season. Our stop today is Baldwin City, Kansas, as we get to visit with Coach Nils Nielsen, who is heading into his fourth season with the program. And the Wildcats last year, Coach, 11-15 overall, 4-13 in heart play. Let's talk about 2024 as we look ahead.
Looking forward to 2024. It's interesting you mentioned the heart record. I know it was actually we didn't do as good in the heart as we anticipated or thought we should have. The funny thing about that is it was actually overall, I think, an improvement on the season. So we lost some games to, like, Benedictine is one of the ones that stands out. We took them to 5. Lost in the 5th there. In the past, they felt like they were untouchable. So the fact that we were in the 5th and had a chance was actually a really good experience for us, even though it shows up in the record as the loss. So that's kind of like a good summation of maybe the conference piece of things.
I understand. Well, 11-15, though, most wins in 5 years for the program. For you there in your time, improvement from year 1 to year 2, then from year 2 to year 3, heading into the 4th season. And lots of times, Coach, people will mention, well, it's the 4th year in the program. It's really your program at that point in time. I'm not sure about that in an era in which there's so many transfer players. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like that this really is yours now?
Yeah, I mean, I felt the same this last year. I feel like the group that we had initially coming in, they just graduated. So there's this huge class that has kind of moved on now that really set the foundation for the culture and for what we were really trying to establish since I'd taken over the program. And that group, I'm really grateful to that group. That group improved a ton. And I've told them many times they are responsible for the success of the program moving forward, especially because they did such a good job setting that. Now, the really interesting piece is, after 4 years now, going into that 4th season, the girls that are a part of it, it's theirs to kind of maintain and to kind of take it in whatever direction they want. I'm there to help facilitate, help guide, but it really is theirs. And they've done a really, really good job of taking ownership of that, which has been awesome.
Looking now at 2025, Coach, then obviously I would think starting in the right direction. You have the Hart Conference Freshman of the Year, the Midwest Region Freshman of the Year in Abby Widhelm, coming back for her sophomore season, 3.28 kills per set last year, did so hitting .229. I would imagine your offense starts there.
She's a huge part of it, that's for sure. We've got hopefully some support, a little bit more support for her on the other pin as well. We have a new setter coming in that'll help, I think, stabilize things. We've got a really good setting crew, tend to go toward the 6-2 system with the unlimited subs and being able to get more offense that way. So it should be a little bit more balanced this year, which I think will only help Abby's numbers.
Absolutely. We're visiting now with Coach Nils Nielsen from Baker here on Midwest Sportsnet. And I encourage you, please take the time, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. We would appreciate that. We enjoy talking about small college sports and more throughout the Midwest and beyond. Coach, another all-heart performer in Kylie Murray coming back. She was on the right side for you last year. Very versatile player, too. Also led the team in service aces, as well as Meredith Brown heading back for her senior year in the middle. And she led your team in blocks. I think that's a good place to talk about some of the defense.
Yeah, let's talk about the defense there. Kylie has a huge load that she has to carry, especially when it comes to blocking on our right side. A lot of left side players are getting a lot of balls, as you can see, even on our fence with Abby. So she's kind of responsible for the matchup there. We try to get her matched up with their best left side player, whoever we're playing, and she kind of sets that up. Meredith is a great person to talk about when it comes to defense, as far as I'll be honest. So we didn't necessarily recruit her outright. She was one girl that I inherited in the program. That kid has impressed me day in and day out with how she's able to maximize her athletic ability and her discipline, and what she's able to produce is just incredible. So she's a great kid. She's really disciplined. I mean, she's getting blocks and doing things not just because she's tall or has a crazy vertical. She reads the game. She's really intelligent. She has one of the highest volleyball IQs on the court, which is a lot of fun to coach with.
That's fun to hear, Coach. Those are some of the fun things to hear about a program. Well, it looks like you may have some help coming back on the back row for 2025 too.
Yes, we had Reese Kell. She came in 2020, 22. She missed last season with a little injury. She's back to being healthy. She's been in our gym, and we've been able to watch her through some of the camps and stuff. And she's going to be fun. She's a really, really fun player to watch. Lots of personality, flies around the court, super fast, super athletic, reads the game well. You got Meredith blocking with her playing defense behind it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Coach, I'm enjoying getting to know more about Baker. We have wanted to get to know more about coaches this summer. And so the question of the summer is this: favorite 80s song or 80s band?
I'm going to go with Flock of Seagulls. I'm
Right.
not a huge 80s guy. You'd probably get more out of me if we went 90s. But yeah, I'll go with Flock of Seagulls. I like that band.
Okay. That's probably the most famous one from Flock of Seagulls. Of course, his hair too. That was a big deal.
Any band with good hair is
Oh yeah,
near and dear to my heart. So
listen, hair period would be nice at this point, but that's all right. I was a big Space Age love song fan too. That one didn't get as much attention, but I like that one. All right, Coach, the season opens in less than 2 months from the time of this recording right now. You get to take on some KCAC opponents in the pre-conference schedule, and then of course the Hart Conference comes around. 4 wins in each of your 3 years there in conference play. So talk about the pre-conference and then getting into play that Hart Conference and see if you can break that 4-win mark.
I think when it comes down to if you look at KCAC teams, KCAC, especially the top of the KCAC, there's some really, really good teams. So we tried to schedule some of those teams that were going to challenge us, prepare us for our conference, which we're excited about. And then if you look at the Hart, we've got William Woods and Missouri Baptist in the conference now. That only upped the level of teams in that conference. And then the half of the conference that we are in, it seems to be stronger, especially in the upper end. So we've got a heavy schedule of really, really good teams. We want to be, that's exactly where we want to be. We want to be in the mix with those teams. We want to start beating some of those teams. And I think with the girls that we've got coming in, with the culture we've got established, we should be in really, really good shape. So definitely hoping to get above that 4-win mark. I think we have a good possibility of doing it and hopefully, going a lot higher.
All right, Coach. Thank you for taking time with us today. We'll follow the Wildcats this season, and we appreciate you, Coach Nielsen, for visiting with us today here on Midwest Sportsnet.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thanks for having me.